In a world buzzing with diverse voices and perspectives, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant pull of opinions and judgments. But what if there was a way to navigate through life's turbulence with unyielding calm? Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This ancient wisdom offers a profound truth about our capacity to remain serene amidst chaos. Stoicism, the philosophy of equanimity, provides timeless tools to help us stay unshaken by external provocations. Have you ever felt burdened by another's words or actions, wondering how to defend your inner peace? Imagine a life where others' opinions no longer dictate your emotional state. As we journey through this video, you'll uncover how Stoic principles cultivate resilience against taking offense. From mastering perception to embracing fate, the insights shared today can empower you to transform challenges into opportunities for growth. Stay with us, and you'll gain a fresh perspective on maintaining composure in the face of adversity. Let's explore how you can harness the strength of Stoicism to fortify your mind and elevate your daily interactions. Now turning to the principle of control over perception, let's delve into the wisdom of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who profoundly understood the mind's role in shaping our experiences. He famously taught that we are not disturbed by events themselves, but by the views we take of them. This notion offers a powerful tool for navigating negativity and transforming our emotional responses. Imagine receiving harsh criticism at work. While the critique exists as a fact, how you interpret it determines your emotional reaction. When we perceive criticism as a personal attack, it triggers feelings of insecurity and anger. However, by applying Stoic principles, we can reframe criticism as feedback for growth rather than an affront. This shift in perception alters our feelings towards it, enabling us to respond with calm and composure instead of taking offense. The power of perception lies in its ability to redefine our reality. By consciously choosing how we interpret situations, we can neutralize negative stimuli and maintain inner peace. Reflect on how your thoughts shape your emotional landscape. Every interpretation acts like a lens, coloring your world with emotions that either empower you or leave you vulnerable. Consider adopting a Stoic mindset where you question the initial interpretations and seek a broader perspective. When confronted with unpleasant experiences, pause and ask yourself, is this as serious as it seems? What can I learn from this? These questions help in aligning thoughts with Stoic teachings, promoting resilience and reducing the inclination to take offense. Embracing control over perception emphasizes personal accountability over emotional well-being. It invites us to examine our cognitive biases and replace reactive thoughts with constructive insights. This practice cultivates a balanced approach to life's challenges, transforming potential disturbances into opportunities for growth and understanding. As you integrate the Stoic principle of controlling perception into daily life, observe how it empowers you to manage emotions more effectively. You'll find yourself less swayed by the opinions and actions of others, preserving your emotional stability and strengthening your inner resolve. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let us explore how indifference to external judgments can further fortify our equanimity and shield us from offense. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let's explore the art of indifference, a cornerstone in Stoic practice that empowers us to rise above external judgments. Imagine scrolling through your social media feed only to spot a negative comment about something you've shared. It's natural to feel a sting of resentment, but what if we could train ourselves to remain unaffected by such external views? The Stoic practice of focusing solely on what is within our control provides the answer, a principle firmly rooted in Epictetus's teachings. It emphasizes the liberation found in letting go of concerns about what others think, as these are beyond our control. By redirecting our energy toward what we can control, our thoughts and actions, we cultivate a sense of equanimity even amidst criticism. Consider viewing online criticism not as an evaluation of your worth, but as an external factor that holds no true power over you unless you allow it. Applying this practice starts with mindfulness. By observing our immediate reactions, we can catch ourselves before spiraling into emotional turmoil. This conscious attention grounds us in the present moment, allowing us to assess the situation with clarity and reason. Following this, cognitive reframing serves as a valuable tool. When faced with criticism, pause to reframe your perspective. Ask yourself questions like, is this criticism constructive? What can I learn from this? Often, criticisms can be seen as opportunities for personal growth rather than personal attacks. It's about shifting the narrative from one that focuses on external approval to one that prioritizes personal development. Another practical step is to establish boundaries for yourself. Decide what feedback truly matters and from whom. Not every opinion deserves your attention, and understanding this can help in maintaining emotional balance. Remember that the opinions of others often reflect their perspectives and biases more than an objective truth about you. Embrace the idea that it's not the external judgment that has the power, but your reaction to it. Visualize yourself as a sturdy ship weathering a storm. The storm represents external opinions and judgments, while the ship symbolizes your mind. By maintaining control over your thoughts, you ensure that your ship sails smoothly despite the tempestuous waves. As you continue to practice indifference, you'll find a growing sense of freedom from the weight of external validation. This art of indifference is not about apathy, but about choosing wisely what deserves your emotional energy. By adopting this mindset, we equip ourselves with a powerful shield against the distractions of external judgments, fostering a deeper sense of peace and resilience. Moving forward, we'll delve into the profound insight of embracing the dichotomy of control, further enriching our understanding of Stoic wisdom. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let's explore the profound insight of embracing the dichotomy of control, a concept that has fortified Stoics like Seneca against life's adversities. Picture Seneca, a revered Roman philosopher who faced exile, political intrigue, and the looming presence of an all-powerful emperor. Instead of succumbing to despair, Seneca practiced Stoicism's core teaching, the dichotomy of control. This insight teaches us to clearly distinguish between what lies within our grasp and what does not. Our thoughts and responses belong solely to us, while others' actions and words remain beyond our influence. Seneca's resilient composure emerged from this understanding, allowing him to channel his energy where it could truly make a difference. The teachings of Seneca urge us to concentrate our efforts on areas we can indeed affect. As he wisely noted, there are more things, Lucilius, that frighten us than injure us, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. This quote encapsulates the principle that the real battle often occurs within our minds rather than from external sources. Consider everyday situations where this dichotomy proves invaluable. Imagine you're in a meeting where a colleague dismisses your idea. It's easy to feel offended, but by focusing on what you control, your response, you can choose a calm and constructive demeanor instead. Ask yourself, how can I present my ideas more clearly? How can this feedback help me improve? By shifting focus to proactive solutions, we curb the sting of offense. Another scenario might involve receiving a rude comment from a stranger. Instead of absorbing the negativity, recognize that their words reflect their state, not yours. This recognition empowers you to remain composed, choosing not to internalize the unkindness. Visualize a bustling city street where you navigate through bustling crowds. Some people might accidentally bump into you, but rather than allowing irritation to take hold, embrace the dichotomy of control. You determine your response, not their actions. This mindset transforms potential sources of irritation into opportunities for maintaining tranquility. An additional example could involve reading a critical review of your work. Rather than feeling disheartened, discern the constructive insights that can guide your growth. By focusing on your ability to evolve, the review becomes a tool for improvement rather than a blow to your self-esteem. Embracing this Stoic insight equips us with a mental filter, one that sifts through life's provocations to identify what warrants our attention and what can simply be let go. By honing our focus on what we can control, we unlock a reservoir of inner calm and resilience, enabling us to glide through life's challenges with equanimity. As we journey further into Stoic wisdom, we'll find that this dichotomy not only reduces feelings of offense but enriches our understanding of true freedom. Next, we'll delve into the principle of acceptance and the embrace of Amor Fati, further solidifying our path to Stoic resilience. As the sun rises on the next chapter of Stoic wisdom, we encounter the profound principle of acceptance and Amor Fati, or love of fate. Visualize life as an artist's canvas, where each brushstroke represents the myriad events and experiences we encounter. Some strokes are bold and vibrant, depicting joy and triumph, while others are dark and muted, symbolizing challenges and adversity. The true masterpiece emerges not through fighting each stroke but through embracing every hue and shade, acknowledging their essential place in the grand design of the universe. Amor Fati invites us to view each event, whether joyous or troublesome, not as mere occurrences but as vital elements that contribute to the tapestry of life. This Stoic principle encourages an acceptance of life's unpredictability, nurturing resilience by transforming challenges into opportunities for personal growth. By welcoming each experience with open arms, we learn to appreciate their inherent value, seeing them as crucial stepping stones on our journey. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, often reflected on this concept. He taught that accepting one's fate with love and grace paves the way for inner tranquility. In his writings, he noted, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." This beautiful metaphor illustrates how, like a fire that turns everything thrown into it into energy, we can transform life's challenges into fuel for our resilience and growth. Consider the moments when criticism comes your way. It might be tempting to take it personally, allowing it to bruise your ego. However, by embracing Amor Fati, criticism becomes a tool for self-improvement rather than a source of offense. This mindset fosters a healthier perspective, where even negative feedback is seen as an opportunity to refine your skills and character. Picture yourself as a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Each piece of criticism is a chisel strike, revealing more of your true form beneath the surface. For instance, imagine you receive feedback on a project that points out several areas for improvement. Instead of dwelling on any perceived shortcomings, appreciate the constructive insights provided. Each suggestion is a chance to enhance your capabilities, much like an artist refining their technique. By accepting this feedback with grace, you cultivate a mindset that views all experiences as valuable, regardless of their initial impact. In everyday life, Amor Fati can help us find peace amid chaos. Whether in facing unexpected delays, dealing with difficult people, or navigating life's uncertainties, this principle reminds us to welcome each situation as it arises, recognizing its role in shaping who we are. By loving our fate, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life, finding strength in acceptance and wisdom in all experiences. As we continue this journey through Stoic philosophy, the concept of Amor Fati stands as a beacon, guiding us toward a more resilient existence where we learn to embrace life's challenges not merely as obstacles but as integral parts of our personal growth. Moving forward, we'll delve deeper into practices that can help cultivate emotional distance and rational responses to life's provocations, further enhancing our Stoic resilience. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let us explore the practice of emotional distancing techniques, exemplified by the experience of Marcus Aurelius when confronted with betrayal. Imagine the great Stoic philosopher facing the sting of betrayal by someone he trusted. In such moments, Marcus Aurelius turned to the Stoic practice of emotional detachment, allowing himself to approach the situation with a calm and clear mind. This detachment is not about suppressing feelings but rather observing them from a distance, much like watching a storm pass from the safety of a shelter. Stoicism teaches that by stepping back from our immediate emotional reactions, we gain the ability to assess the situation more rationally. This practice of emotional distancing empowers us to remain composed, even when faced with potential offense or emotional turmoil. For instance, Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, often reflected on the nature of human actions, reminding himself that those who cause harm do so out of ignorance or misguided intentions. By understanding this, he was able to detach himself from the personal sting of offense and view the actions of others with a broader, more compassionate perspective. For modern viewers seeking to maintain composure in the face of offensive comments or stressful situations, several practical strategies can aid in cultivating emotional distance. One effective technique is deep breathing. By consciously taking slow, deep breaths, you activate the body's relaxation response, calming the mind and reducing the intensity of immediate emotional reactions. Another strategy is to introduce a pause before reacting. When you find yourself on the brink of responding to an offensive remark, take a moment to pause and reflect on your response. This brief interlude provides the space needed to choose a more measured, thoughtful reaction. Additionally, practicing mindfulness can further enhance your ability to detach emotionally. By regularly engaging in mindfulness exercises such as meditation or mindful walking, you train your mind to observe your thoughts and feelings without immediate judgment. This awareness helps you recognize emotional triggers as they arise, enabling you to respond with intention rather than impulsively. Reflecting on these practices, it becomes clear how detachment aids in objectively viewing offenses. By adopting a stance of emotional distance, you transform potential slights into opportunities for growth and understanding. Like Marcus Aurelius, who navigated the complexities of betrayal with wisdom and grace, you too can cultivate the ability to face provocations with resilience. This practice of emotional distancing not only strengthens your capacity to handle offense gracefully, but also enriches your journey toward personal growth and inner peace, allowing you to remain unshaken amidst life's unpredictable challenges. As the next challenge unfolds, let us delve into the insight of the power of reason, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy that provides a guiding light when navigating through the turbulent waters of emotional reactions. Imagine a scenario where someone hurls an offensive remark your way, perhaps in a heated conversation or an unexpected critique. In such moments, our natural inclination may be to react impulsively, allowing our emotions to take the reins. Yet, the Stoics teach us a different approach. They remind us of the importance of pausing to bring reason to the forefront, transforming what could be an emotionally charged response into a rational, deliberate one. The use of reason allows us to step back and dissect the offense, asking ourselves a fundamental question: does this situation truly warrant my emotional investment? By employing logic, we can discern whether a perceived slight truly merits our attention or if it should be let go, much like waves breaking harmlessly against the shore. Seneca, the revered Stoic philosopher, emphasized this with his wisdom, saying, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." This quote serves as a reminder to interpret situations through the lens of reason, understanding that our perceptions often amplify the impact of words beyond their true weight. To harness the power of reason effectively, consider these practical strategies. Firstly, practice assessing the intent behind the offending words. Often, the sting of offense is dulled when we realize the remark stems from ignorance or a fleeting lapse in judgment rather than malice. Secondly, engage in a mental exercise to reframe the situation, imagining a friend in your place and considering what advice you might offer them. This perspective shift can illuminate the path of reason, steering you away from an emotionally charged reaction. Additionally, cultivating a habit of journaling can reinforce rational thinking. By writing about challenging experiences, you create an opportunity for structured reflection, allowing you to analyze the events dispassionately. This practice clarifies your thoughts, enabling you to identify patterns and recognize when emotional reactions overshadow logical responses. Another effective tactic is to visualize positive outcomes, shifting your focus from the immediate negative impact to potential growth and understanding that can arise from the situation. By consistently integrating reason into your responses, you build a shield against potential offenses, ensuring that they are met with a considered, thoughtful approach rather than an impulsive one. This cultivation of reason fortifies your emotional resilience, enabling you to navigate through life with the calm assurance of one who understands that not every provocation demands attention. Through these practices, you can embody the Stoic ideals, much like the ancient philosophers, and transform challenges into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. As we continue this exploration, remember that reasoning through emotions is not merely a tool for handling offense, but a means to achieve a life of virtue and serenity. Moving forward, let's delve into the Stoic principle of practicing empathy and understanding, a transformative approach when faced with potential offense. The teachings of Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, shed light on this approach. He emphasized the importance of understanding others' perspectives, a practice that can diffuse even the most tense situations. Imagine an anecdote where Epictetus encounters someone who behaves rudely. Instead of reacting with indignation, Epictetus pauses, reflecting on what might have led this person to act this way. Perhaps they are enduring a personal struggle or are simply unaware of their behavior's impact. This pause for empathy does not excuse the behavior, but it allows for a shift in perspective that can lead to understanding. Empathy serves as a powerful tool in Stoicism, enabling us to appreciate the underlying reasons behind others' actions. When someone offends us, it is often due to their issues rather than a deliberate intent to harm. By embracing empathy, we can transform an offense into an opportunity for connection. Marcus Aurelius, another revered Stoic, captured this essence beautifully with his advice to consider the faults of others as if they were your own. This quote encourages us to approach each situation with the same understanding and compassion we would hope for ourselves. To see empathy in action, consider how it can transform interactions in everyday life. Suppose a colleague makes an offhand, possibly offensive comment. Instead of meeting it with defensiveness, you might choose to engage them in a conversation, seeking to understand their perspective. This might reveal a misunderstanding or a stress-related reaction. By showing empathy, you not only diffuse potential conflict but also open the door to a deeper, more meaningful connection. Similarly, in personal relationships, misunderstandings often arise from a lack of empathy. By actively choosing to see through the other person's eyes, you foster mutual understanding and strengthen the bond. Empathy also aids in personal growth. As you practice putting yourself in others' shoes, you might discover insights about your behaviors, improving your emotional intelligence. It becomes a cycle of understanding and self-awareness, enriching your interactions and minimizing offenses. Transitioning from reaction to empathy requires effort, but its rewards are vast, including improved relationships and personal peace. Incorporating empathy into your daily life aligns with Stoic philosophy, enhancing your resilience against offense while promoting harmony and connection. As we continue, remember that practicing empathy is not merely about understanding others. It is a vital step toward cultivating a compassionate, resilient, and virtuous life. Now turning to the practice of Pre-Meditatio Malorum, or the premeditation of evils, we find a powerful Stoic technique that can transform how we handle potential offenses. Imagine Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, bracing himself for public criticism. Knowing well that such situations are inevitable, he employs this practice to foresee potential affronts and mentally prepares for them. By preemptively envisioning calm and measured responses, Stoics like Seneca are not caught off guard by negativity, but rather meet it with poise and grace. The essence of Pre-Meditatio Malorum lies in anticipation. It involves deliberately contemplating possible difficulties or adversities, not to invite negativity, but to fortify oneself against it. This proactive approach equips us with the mental resilience to handle life's inevitable ups and downs. By expecting challenges, we are less likely to be surprised or overwhelmed when they occur, allowing us to navigate them with a composed demeanor. Practically, this can be incorporated into daily routine through exercises like journaling or visualization. Start with journaling, where you dedicate time each day to reflect on potential challenges you might face. Write down these scenarios and detail how you would ideally respond to them. This reflective exercise clarifies your thoughts and strengthens your resolve, helping you confront similar situations in real life with the calmness you've rehearsed. Visualization is another potent tool within this practice. It involves mentally picturing a scenario where someone says something offensive or unjust. See yourself responding with dignity and reason rather than anger or frustration. This mental rehearsal prepares your mind to react in the same constructive way when faced with an actual offense. Over time, these visualized responses become ingrained, leading to a natural, automatic poise in challenging situations. But beyond preparing for negativity, Pre-Meditatio Malorum encourages us to imagine positive outcomes. Envision scenarios not just where you handle offense well, but where understanding and mutual respect are fostered. By focusing on positive resolutions, you train your mind to seek constructive outcomes, reinforcing a mindset that values connection over conflict. This practice, deeply rooted in Stoic tradition, aligns with the broader Stoic philosophy of focusing on what we can control. While we cannot dictate others' words or actions, we can control our responses. Through Pre-Meditatio Malorum, we not only brace for potential negatives but also nurture a mindset geared toward positive interactions. As you explore this practice, remember it is not about pessimism but preparation. By anticipating potential adversities with a calm mind, you cultivate inner strength and resilience, ready to meet any challenge with equanimity. Embrace this practice and watch as your ability to handle offenses with grace and understanding grows, enriching both your personal peace and relationships. Moving forward, let's delve into the insight of cultivating inner strength, which can be likened to building an unshakable foundation. Imagine constructing a sturdy, resilient building. Its strength doesn't lie in the absence of storms, but in its ability to withstand them. Similarly, cultivating inner strength doesn't mean avoiding offenses, but equipping ourselves with the fortitude to face them with calm assurance. In Stoic philosophy, this strength is fortified through virtues such as courage and wisdom, which act as the cornerstone of our emotional resilience. Courage allows us to confront challenges without fear, while wisdom guides us in interpreting and responding to external provocations with clarity and grace. These virtues, when nurtured, diminish the potential impact of negativity, much like a solid foundation stabilizes a structure amid turbulent winds. Consider the example of a person who, despite facing criticism at work, maintains their integrity and self-awareness. Instead of reacting defensively, they reflect on the feedback with an open mind and use it as an opportunity for growth. Their inner strength, rooted in self-awareness, enables them to navigate negativity without being swayed by it. Personal values play a crucial role in this process. By identifying and cultivating values that resonate deeply with us, we create a compass that guides our actions and responses, ensuring they are aligned with our true selves. This alignment fosters a sense of purpose and resilience, making it difficult for external negativity to penetrate. Daily reflections serve as a powerful tool in this cultivation process. Take a few moments each day to contemplate your reactions to different situations. Ask yourself what virtues you want to embody and how you can align your actions with those ideals. This practice not only increases self-awareness but also reinforces your commitment to personal growth. Self-assessment is equally vital. Regularly evaluate your progress in embodying the virtues of courage and wisdom. Identify areas where you can improve and celebrate the strength you already possess. This continual process of self-improvement fortifies your inner strength, making you less susceptible to taking offense. As we embrace these practices, we step into a realm where external negativity loses its grip. Our focus shifts from reacting to provocations to nurturing our emotional resilience. By cultivating inner strength, we build an unshakable foundation that supports us in standing tall amidst life's challenges, enabling us to respond to offenses with equanimity and grace. Now turning to the principle of virtue as the cornerstone of Stoicism, we uncover how virtue is not just a guiding light but the sole good that leads Stoics to remain steady in the face of offense. Take, for instance, the story of Cato the Younger, whose unwavering commitment to integrity serves as a powerful illustration of living virtuously. In a time of political turmoil and moral decay in Rome, Cato stood firm in his principles, placing justice and temperance above personal gain or the approval of others. His steadfastness in upholding virtue, even when it resulted in personal loss, demonstrates how aligning one's actions with higher principles fortifies the spirit against external provocations. In the eyes of the Stoics, virtues such as justice, temperance, and courage are not mere moral ideals. They are the very essence of a good life. When we prioritize these virtues, we build a character that is resilient and unfazed by the opinions or actions of others. This focus on internal goodness provides a stable foundation, much like an unshakable anchor in turbulent seas. According to Epictetus, virtue is the only good and vice is the only bad. By embracing this perspective, we recognize that true well-being is found within, not in external validations or material possessions. To embody this Stoic principle in our daily lives, we can start by consciously aligning our decisions with the virtues we wish to uphold. When faced with choices, ask yourself whether your actions align with principles such as justice and courage. If you find discrepancies, reflect on how you might adjust your approach to better align with these virtues. This might involve choosing honesty over convenience, fairness over favoritism, or courage over comfort. Furthermore, daily reflections on virtues can serve as a compass, ensuring we remain true to our values even amidst external pressures. Consider setting aside time each day to review your actions, asking questions like, did I act justly today? Was I temperate in my responses? Did I exhibit courage in confronting challenges? This practice not only keeps us accountable but also reinforces our commitment to a virtuous life. By making virtue the sole criterion for our actions, we cultivate an inner resilience that renders us less vulnerable to taking offense. It transforms our focus from how others perceive us to who we aspire to be, As we consistently choose virtue, we develop an unwavering sense of self rooted in integrity and inner peace, allowing us to navigate life's provocations with composure and grace. Moving forward, we delve into the practical implementation of Stoicism through the practice of journaling for reflection and personal growth. Journaling, a seemingly simple yet profoundly effective practice, allows us to process emotions and build a robust tolerance to offense. Imagine a modern professional named Alex who finds themselves in a high-stress workplace environment. Amidst criticism and demands, Alex turns to journaling as a refuge and tool for clarity. Each evening, Alex spends a few minutes writing about the day's events, particularly focusing on moments of tension or criticism. Through this practice, Alex not only vents but also examines their reactions and the roots of their feelings. This act of reflective writing helps Alex distinguish between rational thoughts and irrational beliefs, a key aspect of Stoic wisdom. By confronting these beliefs on paper, Alex gains insight into their emotional triggers and begins to see situations from a more detached and rational perspective. This aligns with Stoic teachings, which emphasize understanding and managing one's inner thoughts to maintain equanimity. For those new to Stoic journaling, starting can be as straightforward as setting aside a few minutes each day to reflect. Consider prompts like, what challenges did I face today? How did I respond? Were my actions aligned with Stoic virtues such as courage and justice? Another approach is to explore questions like, what external events disturbed me and why? Could I have interpreted them differently? By consistently engaging with these reflections, the journal becomes a powerful tool to reinforce Stoic principles and cultivate a mindset resilient to offense. It's important to approach journaling with honesty and openness, allowing the process to reveal patterns in our thinking and behavior. Over time, this practice not only enhances self-awareness but also strengthens our commitment to virtues, guiding us towards a calm and composed disposition. Through journaling, we cultivate the ability to view conflicts objectively, thus reducing their emotional impact. As you embark on this journey of reflective writing, let each entry serve as a step towards greater emotional freedom and inner peace, fortifying your resilience against life's provocations. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we turn our attention to the profound Stoic insight of perspective shifting, a practice that Marcus Aurelius embodied in his reflections on human interconnectedness. Imagine Marcus contemplating the vastness of life from his place within it, realizing that each individual's actions are but small pieces within the grand tapestry of existence. This broader view encouraged a sense of connection and compassion, reducing the sting of personal offenses. In embracing the interconnected nature of humanity, Marcus Aurelius reminded us of the impermanent nature of conflicts. As he once reflected, all things fade quickly, a perspective that encourages us to see beyond immediate slights and to view them within the broader context of life's ever-changing nature. By shifting our focus to this bigger picture, we can begin to see how fleeting and insignificant these provocations truly are, allowing their weight to diminish and leaving us with more energy for growth and understanding. Practicing perspective shifting involves actively trying to see events from different angles. This might mean stepping into another's shoes to understand their motivations or viewing a conflict from the perspective of your future self. How might you look back on this moment a year from now? Would it still hold the same importance? Exercises like these help nurture a flexible mindset capable of meeting challenges with composure and empathy. Imagine applying this practice in your everyday life. When confronted with a frustrating situation, pause and consider not only your position but also others involved. Reflect on their circumstances, which may shed light on why they acted as they did. This does not mean excusing poor behavior, but rather gaining insight that equips you to respond with empathy rather than reactionary offense. Such shifts in perspective can dramatically alter your emotional response, transforming potential conflicts into opportunities for understanding and connection. Embracing perspective shifting supports the cultivation of emotional resilience, a pillar of Stoic practice. It encourages us to rise above the pettiness of offense by grounding ourselves in the broader reality where momentary irritations are just that, momentary. By regularly engaging in perspective-taking exercises, much like the reflective practice of journaling, we strengthen our emotional fortitude. Adopting this broader view helps reinforce Marcus Aurelius's reminder that our lives and the challenges within them are interconnected and transient. This understanding can guide us to navigate life's provocations with a sense of calm and acceptance, furthering our journey towards a life marked by inner peace and resilience. As the sun rises on the next chapter, we delve into the Stoic principle of mindfulness and present moment focus. Imagine Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, teaching his followers to live in harmony with nature, emphasizing the importance of being present. For Zeno, living according to nature was not just about understanding the world around us, but also fully engaging with each moment without being distracted by the past or the future. This focus on the present is a cornerstone of Stoic thought, offering clarity and resilience in the face of life's challenges. By concentrating on the present, Stoics like Zeno believed we could maintain a clear mind and avoid being swayed by fleeting emotions. When we give our full attention to the present moment, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without attaching undue importance to them. This practice fosters a sense of equanimity as we learn to witness rather than react to emotional stimuli. So, how can we cultivate this present moment awareness in our own lives? One approach is through meditation, a practice that encourages us to focus our attention on our breath, gently bringing our thoughts back whenever they wander. This act of deliberate attention trains our minds to remain anchored in the present, even amidst distractions. Another strategy is conscious breathing. Simply paying attention to each inhale and exhale can ground us in the moment, providing a refuge of calm and stability. This subtle yet powerful practice can be particularly helpful when faced with provocations or stress, serving as a reminder that we have control over our responses, even if we cannot control external events. Additionally, Stoics recommend mindfulness exercises that involve fully engaging the senses. Whether savoring a meal, feeling the texture of a fabric, or simply relishing the sounds of nature, these practices enrich our experience of the present and enhance our appreciation for the world around us. The transformative impact of present moment awareness on emotional responses is profound. By immersing ourselves in the now, we gain perspective on the transient nature of our emotions, recognizing their impermanence. This understanding allows us to greet provocations with composure and adaptability rather than knee-jerk reactions. As we practice mindfulness, we strengthen our ability to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. This measured approach to life's provocations empowers us to choose actions aligned with our values rather than being caught in the cycle of reaction and offense. It cultivates a sense of peace and resilience, key elements of the Stoic journey. And so, as we navigate the path of mindfulness, we not only develop a deeper connection with ourselves but also with the world around us. This alignment with the present moment, much like Zeno's teachings, guides us toward a life of clarity and tranquility, where we find strength not in resisting emotions but in understanding and embracing them as they come and go. Moving forward, let's dive into the practice of voluntary discomfort, a concept that might seem counterintuitive at first glance but holds profound wisdom within Stoic philosophy. Picture modern individuals deliberately choosing to forego certain comforts, perhaps by taking a cold shower or fasting intermittently. These practices are not just physical challenges but exercises in mental fortitude, training grounds for the mind to withstand more significant adversities, including emotional affronts. The ancient Stoic Seneca was a staunch advocate of this practice, often speaking about the benefits of deliberately seeking out discomfort. Seneca believed that by facing small, controlled adversities, we build a robust resilience that shields us against life's inevitable storms. For him and other Stoics, voluntarily embracing discomfort was a way to prepare the mind to remain unperturbed in the face of external trials and emotional provocations. So, how can we incorporate voluntary discomfort into our daily routines to bolster our resilience against taking offense? One practical approach is to step outside our comfort zones regularly. This could mean taking on a challenging project at work, engaging in public speaking, or even striking up a conversation with a stranger. Each of these actions, while intimidating, serves to expand our comfort zones, gradually making us more adept at managing stress and criticism. Another method is to practice gratitude in moments of discomfort. By consciously acknowledging the value of challenging situations, we shift our perspective from one of avoidance to appreciation. This reframing helps us see discomfort as an opportunity for growth rather than a situation to dread. Furthermore, small acts of voluntary discomfort, like opting for a more challenging workout or embracing minimalism in our possessions, teach us to detach from material comforts and cultivate inner strength. These experiences remind us that our well-being does not depend solely on external conditions. The empowerment derived from willingly facing adversity cannot be overstated. By choosing discomfort, we learn to confront fear and uncertainty with courage, fostering a profound sense of self-efficacy. This empowerment translates into a greater ability to handle criticism and offense with equanimity, as we become accustomed to weathering challenges with grace. In essence, voluntary discomfort is a training ground for the mind, preparing us to respond to life's provocations with resilience and composure. It echoes the Stoic belief that true strength lies not in avoiding life's difficulties, but in embracing them as opportunities for growth. As we incorporate these practices into our lives, we not only build resilience against offense, but also cultivate a mindset that values growth over comfort, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and resilient life. Now turning to the insight of recognizing the transient nature of emotions, imagine emotions as storms passing through the sky. They come with intensity and vibrance but inevitably dissipate, leaving clarity and calmness behind. This metaphor captures the Stoic understanding of emotions as temporary phenomena, which do not need to dominate our reactions or dictate our sense of stability. By recognizing emotions as fleeting, Stoics cultivate the ability to remain composed and collected, even when provoked or offended. Epictetus offers a profound insight into this perspective, stating, "It is not events themselves that disturb us, but the judgments we make about them." This quote highlights the power we hold in choosing how to interpret and respond to emotional surges. In moments of emotional upheaval, acknowledging their temporary nature can prevent them from consuming us entirely. Practical advice to achieve this level of detachment involves observing emotions as they arise without immediate reaction. Picture them as waves that rise and fall, understanding that no single wave lasts forever. This practice of mindfulness allows us to witness emotions without identifying with them or allowing them to dictate our behavior. Engaging in mindfulness techniques such as focused breathing or meditation can enhance our awareness of the impermanence of emotions. By centering ourselves in the present moment, we can observe emotions from a place of calm detachment. This practice encourages us to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Consider each emotional wave as an opportunity for practice in resilience and self-awareness. The next time a surge of anger or frustration begins to brew, take a moment to simply breathe and observe. Recognize its presence and watch as it naturally subsides. With practice, this can lead to a profound shift in how we experience adversity. embracing the transient nature of emotions aligns with the Stoic value of maintaining inner peace despite external challenges. By understanding that emotions, like passing storms, do not have the power to control us, we can engage with life's provocations with greater equanimity. This empowers us to navigate daily interactions and potential offenses with a balanced mindset. The journey of mastering emotional responses is continuous, but by embracing the temporary nature of emotions, we build a foundational resilience that enhances our ability to handle challenges with grace. In doing so, we discover a deeper sense of freedom and empowerment that lies within acknowledging and letting go of fleeting emotional states. As the next phase of the journey in sight, we delve into the Stoic principle of living in harmony with nature, a timeless teaching that offers profound insight into managing life's challenges. Cleans, a notable Stoic philosopher, emphasized understanding the natural order to achieve inner tranquility. He taught that by accepting the universe's inherent cycles, we learn to navigate life with less friction and resistance. This alignment with nature encourages us to recognize that conflicts and challenges are as much a part of life as joy and peace. They ebb and flow like the tides. By seeing adversity as a natural occurrence rather than a personal attack, we can maintain our composure and broaden our perspective. Imagine a river that flows effortlessly around rocks and obstacles, adapting its path rather than resisting. This is the essence of aligning with nature, understanding that life, like the river, continues to move forward despite interruptions. By adopting this mindset, we learn to accept that offenses and difficulties are inevitable aspects of our journey. Consider the changing seasons. Each brings its own beauty and challenges, yet we embrace them all, knowing they follow a natural pattern. Similarly, when we internalize that life's ups and downs are expected, we can approach offenses with patience and understanding. This acceptance fosters a state of harmony within ourselves, reducing irritation when faced with life's disruptions. For example, when a colleague's harsh words cause irritation, aligning with nature might remind us that human interactions are inherently complex. Everyone, including ourselves, is navigating their path, complete with mistakes and missteps. By accepting this, we can approach the situation with empathy, understanding that it is part of the broader human experience. This perspective not only diminishes our irritation, but also enhances our ability to respond calmly and thoughtfully, rather than with immediate anger. Aligning with nature means embracing all of life's moments without judgment. This outlook can be cultivated through mindfulness practices, like spending time in nature or reflecting on personal experiences with an open mind. As we deepen our connection to the world around us, we become more adept at navigating its challenges with grace and resilience. In doing so, we align our inner world with the natural rhythms of life, discovering a sense of peace amid uncertainty. This principle encourages us to let go of rigid expectations and flow naturally with the events that unfold, viewing them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. By embracing the Stoic principle of alignment with nature, we nurture a profound sense of harmony and acceptance, fostering resilience and equanimity in the face of life's provocations. As we continue our journey, embracing this wisdom can illuminate our path, guiding us towards a life of balance and inner peace. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let us delve into the enriching practice of reflective silence, a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom that provides a peaceful refuge amidst life's clamor. Picture a moment from the life of a Stoic philosopher, Zeno of Citium, known for his deliberate pauses in conversation. Zeno believed that in silence one finds the space to ponder deeply and choose responses wisely. By embracing moments of silence, he could navigate heated discussions with clarity and composure, escaping the impulsive reactions that lead to distress. Reflective silence is more than absence of sound. It is a deliberate practice of turning inward, a pause before responding, allowing thoughts to settle like dust after a storm. This practice empowers us to reflect on our emotions and the situation at hand, reducing the likelihood of being swept away by the immediate fervor. For instance, imagine receiving a sudden critical email at work. Instead of firing back a hasty reply, taking a moment of reflective silence can help you approach the situation more calmly, ensuring your response aligns with your values and intentions. Incorporating reflective silence into daily life starts with small, intentional pauses. Consider beginning your day with a few minutes of quiet contemplation, setting a peaceful tone before the world's demands begin. Similarly, at day's end, find a space to unwind in silence, reflecting on the day's events without judgment. This could be as simple as sitting quietly with a cup of tea, breathing deeply and letting thoughts flow naturally, or even stepping outside to appreciate the quietude of nature. Throughout the day, practice brief moments of silence before responding to challenges or provocations. When faced with a confrontational situation, pause to breathe deeply. This simple act of silence can create a buffer between the stimulus and your reaction, offering clarity and preventing unnecessary escalation. Imagine the power of silence in a meeting room where tempers flare. A short, intentional pause can shift the atmosphere, inspiring others to reflect and respond thoughtfully. Emphasizing the calming power of silence is crucial in neutralizing offenses. Silence allows emotions to disperse, much like a still pond absorbing the ripples of a stone. It provides the mental space to consider the broader implications of an action or word, offering perspective and insight. By routinely practicing reflective silence, we cultivate a habit of thoughtful introspection, transforming how we engage with the world around us. As we embrace this practice, we find that silence is not just the absence of noise, but a profound tool for emotional regulation and personal growth. By integrating reflective silence into our daily routines, we become adept at managing our emotional responses, fostering a sense of inner peace and resilience. By doing so, we not only enhance our interactions but also deepen our understanding of ourselves, nurturing a tranquil and thoughtful approach to life's challenges. As the sun rises on the next chapter, we turn our attention to the profound insight of understanding shared humanity, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy that empowers us to rise above taking offense. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, the revered Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, sitting amid the grandeur of the palace, reflecting on the interconnectedness of all human beings. His writings reveal a deep awareness that despite the differences that might seem to divide us, we are all part of a greater whole, a community of shared experiences and emotions. This realization forms the bedrock of Stoicism's approach to empathy and compassion. Acknowledging shared humanity offers a powerful lens through which we can view potential offenses. By recognizing that others, like ourselves, grapple with insecurities and face their own challenges, we cultivate a sense of empathy. This perspective allows us to approach conflicts not as threats but as opportunities for understanding and connection. Consider a heated argument with a colleague who has a differing opinion. Instead of reacting defensively, envision pausing to appreciate the underlying emotions driving their stance. By acknowledging their struggles, you move beyond divisiveness and foster a space for meaningful dialogue. Shared humanity encourages us to see beyond immediate provocations, understanding that what we perceive as an offense is often a reflection of another's pain or misunderstanding. Take the example of a friend who, in a moment of stress, makes a hurtful comment. Instead of letting anger take hold, consider reflecting on the context of their actions. What pressures might they be facing? How would you feel in their shoes? This simple shift in perspective can transform potential resentment into compassion, allowing you to respond with patience and understanding. When we embrace the concept of shared humanity, we begin to dismantle the walls that separate us. It is a reminder that we are all navigating life's complexities with our vulnerabilities and triumphs. This recognition plays a vital role in tempering our sensitivity to criticism. Instead of internalizing harsh words, we can view them through the lens of shared experience, understanding that everyone carries their burdens and fears. This mindset fosters resilience, allowing us to remain grounded and composed when faced with negativity. Reflecting on shared humanity invites us to practice empathy intentionally. Imagine engaging in daily reflections, perhaps through journaling, where you consider the day's interactions and the motivations behind others' behaviors. By doing so, you gain insights into their world and deepen your capacity for empathy. This practice not only enriches our relationships but also fortifies us against the sting of offense, reminding us that we are all a part of the same human tapestry. In conclusion, recognizing shared humanity aligns us with the timeless wisdom of Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, encouraging a compassionate approach to life's challenges. By fostering empathy and understanding, we not only bridge divides but also cultivate a more peaceful and resilient self. As we continue this exploration, let us carry with us the knowledge that beneath our differences lies a common thread, our shared humanity, which holds the power to transform interactions and enrich our lives. As the sun rises on the next chapter, we delve into the Stoic principle of focusing on personal growth, a vision that flourishes beyond the grasp of external validation. Imagine Seneca, the esteemed Stoic philosopher and advisor to emperors, navigating a world rife with public opinion. Seneca's life illustrates the profound power of self-improvement, shining a light on the notion that true progress is achieved through inner transformation rather than seeking approval from others. His journey underscores an essential Stoic lesson. Personal growth should take precedence, transforming how we respond to external provocations. By prioritizing inner progress, we shift our attention away from the tumultuous tides of public opinion, instead anchoring ourselves in a path of meaningful transformation. This redirection encourages us to perceive offensive remarks not as personal affronts, but as opportunities for growth and introspection. It invites us to ask not what others think of us, but how we can cultivate our virtues and character. Epictetus, another revered Stoic thinker, famously remarked, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This quote encapsulates the essence of self-cultivation, defining who we wish to become and taking deliberate actions to embody those ideals. Such a mindset empowers us to transcend fleeting judgments, channeling energy into nurturing our most profound potentials. To embrace personal growth, consider setting clear self-improvement goals that resonate with your values and aspirations. This could be as simple as dedicating time each day to learn something new, or as ambitious as mastering a skill that challenges you. These goals serve as guiding stars, reminding us to focus on our journey rather than others' perceptions. Moreover, celebrating personal achievements, no matter how small, reinforces a sense of accomplishment and progress. These celebrations are not for external applause, but rather for acknowledging our efforts and dedication. They remind us that our worth is determined by our actions and initiatives, not by others' opinions. In the practice of personal growth, we find resilience against the sting of criticism. As we build a foundation rooted in self-awareness and improvement, harsh words lose their power to unsettle us. By embodying the spirit of personal growth, we cultivate a serene and balanced self, navigating life's complexities with grace and intent. As we continue to explore the wisdom of Stoicism, let us embrace the journey of personal growth with open hearts and determined minds. In this pursuit, we discover that true strength lies not in the validation of others, but in the unfolding of our unique potential. The journey through Stoicism has revealed powerful principles and practices that empower us to navigate a world filled with potential offenses. We've explored the profound influence of controlling perception, as Epictetus emphasized, altering our reactions to external events. By cultivating indifference, we learn to prioritize what truly matters, our inner peace over others' judgments. The dichotomy of control, a foundational Stoic insight, teaches us to focus only on what lies within our power, nurturing resilience against unwarranted offenses. Acceptance through Amor Fati encourages us to embrace every life event as necessary, transforming obstacles into growth opportunities. Emotional distancing and reason provide clarity and prevent impulsive reactions, fostering an objective outlook on provocations. Empathy deepens our understanding of others, turning potential conflicts into connections. Practices like Pre-Meditatio Malorum enable us to anticipate challenges calmly, while building inner strength fortifies us against the sting of criticism. The Stoic commitment to virtue guides us in aligning our actions with principles, reinforcing self-worth beyond external validation. Reflective practices such as journaling clarify thoughts and promote resilience. By shifting perspectives, we gain a broader view that trivializes perceived slights and strengthens emotional responses. Mindfulness and voluntary discomfort build tolerance to life's provocations, while recognizing the transient nature of emotions ensures composure. Aligning with nature and practicing reflective silence harmonizes our responses with the world's rhythm. Emphasizing shared humanity guides us to respond with compassion rather than taking offense. Finally, by focusing on personal growth over external validation, we unlock the path to a more resilient self. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This essence of Stoicism invites us to cultivate inner control and resilience, paving the way for personal growth and emotional freedom. I encourage you to embrace these Stoic principles in your daily life, experiencing firsthand the strength they offer. Share your journey and insights in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. As we conclude this exploration, remember that true strength and serenity lie in the unfolding of your unique potential, rooted in the guidance of Stoic philosophy. Thank you for joining this journey.